Today, local leaders gathered for a vigil in Northeast Portland to honor the life of Tyree Nichols and to pray for his family. Nichols is the Memphis man who died days after a brutal beating by a group of police officers. 5 officers are facing murder charges in his death. The Portland chapter of the NAACP was at the gathering today, along with Portland police condemning the violence against Nichols.
The Portland Police Bureau is part of this community and wants to give the community the service they deserve. Our authority as police officers is given. It's not a given. I'll say that again. It is given by you. It is not a given. And as much as we want people to see the humanity in police officers, we have to show humanity to those that we encounter.
The graphic police body camera footage of Nichols' beating was released last week. And although the presence of several police body cameras didn't seem to stop the officers from beating Nichols, it is sure to play a large part in their prosecution. Meanwhile, Portland police officers still don't have body cameras, making us the largest city in America whose city police force does not have body cameras. It's been a long process that keeps getting stalled.
So why don't Portland police wear body cameras? Well, it's a long story. How'd we get here? In the fall of 2014, a federal judge urged the city of Portland to put cameras on its officers, even though the U.S. Justice Department did not require it back then. The mayor at the time, Charlie Hales, said, sure. The Bureau even set aside money and held some community hearings to get ideas. By 2015, things seemed to be on cruise control. The Oregon legislature passed a bill that created a statewide standard for body camera usage, and Portland City Council put aside more than $830,000 to put even more cameras in police cars. And the city pledged another $1.6 million to fund the program through the next fiscal year. Then, another year and a different mayor later, things hit a snag. Mayor Ted Wheeler questioned if the project was feasible and asked the Police Bureau for a detailed plan, including how much the cameras would actually cost. The police chief at the time, Mike Marshman, summed it up by saying, "That's in a nutshell why we don't have body cameras today." But fast forward to January of 2019, and there was another opportunity. Portland Police formed a team to finally come up with that detailed plan the mayor had wanted to see. And in February 2019, the city held listening sessions. A year later, in early 2020, then Chief Jamie Resch said she supported body cameras and hoped to see a pilot program in the future. But once again, the plan hit a snag because the COVID pandemic blew out the city's budget, and the body camera pilot project was one of many things that ended up on the chopping block. Last year, City Council had more money on hand and passed funding for cameras again. They're now having vendors bid on a $2.6 million contract, which will cover both a pilot program and full implementation. And that's how we got here.
The contract was awarded to the Axon Company. They will run a pilot test project to see how things work out. And the Police Bureau hopes to have the system up and running by the end of this year, by the end of 2023. But that does not mean Portland police will be wearing body cameras. There is still an argument going on between the city and the police union. As I understand it, the issue is whether officers will be able to look at their body camera video before they write their reports. The City and Justice Department do not want them to see the video first, but officers and the union do. My colleague Kyle Aboshi has reported extensively on this. He says the police union argues that viewing the video first will make the reports more accurate, but that civil rights activists argue that it is not fair and that it will let officers craft their story around what the video shows. He also reported that most police agencies in Oregon do now allow officers to see the video first, including Oregon State Police, Gresham, Forest Grove, Beaverton, and Eugene. So here's my opinion on this. First, body cameras are good. They protect good cops and they out bad cops. And while they did not stop the horrific murder of Tyree Nichols, the video will indeed hold those cops accountable. Our history is much too long and too full of stories involving police abuses. Until body cameras were required, it was often sometimes someone's word against the cops. But not anymore, at least not in most places. But it is still that way in Portland. I think that's unacceptable, and I think you should find that unacceptable. I think the city and the Justice Department should drop their argument and let the cops see the video before writing the report and get on with the business of recording police actions. It's past time for the bright light of publicity and accurate video to bring whatever justice is needed to the streets. Every other major city in America has a municipal police department wearing body cameras. It's past time for Portland to join them. At least that's my opinion. What's yours? You don't have to agree with me. I always think you should, but sometimes you have good reasons for not agreeing. You can let me know what you think. Tell me I'm full of it if you want. Email me at thestory@kgw.com or call and leave a voicemail, 503-226-5090. I look forward to hearing from you.